welcome back. Two Bros, Two Perspective podcast. Damn, I still can't get it right.
Man, come on, get it right, get it right.
I'm just gonna have to read the shirt now just to get it right.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm JJ. All right.
And as always, I'm Steven.
All right.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Not much. Hey, we got a lot of good comments on this last episode.
Yeah, it was. I think that's the most comments we've gotten so far.
I think we not struck a nerve, but nostalgia.
There you go. We're stuck with that word.
Nostalgia, yeah.
And you know who you are out there. But that's a good word, man. Yeah. You know, it brings back just memories. That's it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, one thing that maybe we kind of left out a couple of things because we not even rushed through it, but we, forgot after the fact. But you brought up Bronco Bowl.
Yeah, Bronco Bowl, man.
Yeah.
Man, that was a spot to go to.
But Bronco before it got renovated.
With the neon lights and all that. Yeah. Archery. They had archery over there and everything. Yeah, Bronco Bowl was popping. You know, when me and Mara got married, we lived in Bahama Glen. Yeah. A lot of people know Bahama Glen, too. You know, we lived there, and Bronco Bowl was still open.
I used to hang out at Bahama Glen when Tony Jr. used to live over there.
Hey, shout out, cuz. Tony Jr., I saw him today.
Yeah, we used to go over there and chill over there.
Yeah, it was popping back then. Yeah. It was popping. That's all we're going to say.
So, yeah, Bronco Bowl, and then Wynwood got brought up a lot.
Yeah, Wynwood Village, man. You know, speaking of that, in high school, I worked at Roton's there in Wynwood Village. Yeah. You know, I was telling Stevie, you know, I dated my manager there. You know, I was in high school, and it was a black chick.
Yeah.
You know, and she was crazy, man. I'd be sacking groceries, you know, being nice, you know, flirting with the girls, trying to get a tip, and I'd turn around and she'd be right there. Who the is that?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to cuss so much, so Wynwood Village, Rotons. You know, I was a sack boy.
You remember Wynwood the way it used to be? Now they got is it a 24-hour fitness or a Gold's Gym over there? Now they're putting up a Target.
Damn, Target?
Yeah, Target's can open up over there.
Man, Target ain't gonna make it in the hood, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It ain't gonna. Just like CVS, it had to become EMAS. Target EMAS. Yeah. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to pay with food stamps. You know,
but they just opened a Burlington over there too, and I think Cynthia was telling me that they're already running out with stuff.
Yeah.
So who knows how Target's gonna be?
Yeah. Now they got Cane's. Oh yeah, they got a Cane's right there. Popeyes, it's growing big. You know, I remember Wynwood had the Blockbuster. Blockbuster, and then when Little Caesars opened up there, when Pizza first came out, oh man, that shit was good.
It was Blockbuster, Little Caesars, and then Wingstop right in that section.
Yeah, I knew some dudes that had a record store right there. I don't know if you knew it, Rhythm Tracks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Rhythm Tracks? Yeah, Rhythm Tracks was there.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we'd go get a bunch of our CDs from there. Right. Wynwood is definitely a big one, you know. Austin's Barbecue, you know, somebody else brought that up. Keys Park, yeah. You know, Keys Park, that's where, you know, some of our kids started baseball, you know. That's where, I met a lot of girls on that walking track. Pre-Myra, of course, when I was young, you know. Yeah. I remember when you came home, I think, from boot camp from the Navy, we went to go run that track.
Yeah, probably.
And, you know, you was all fit and trying to make us look out of shape, which we were. And I think you ran it. And I forgot who else was with us, me, you, and I think it's 2.5 miles or something like that. So
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Kid Springs, you know, got a lot, you know.
Kid Springs, yeah.
Kid Springs there, too. Mm-hmm. You know, they had the trails there. You know, they had the playground with the castles when they rebuilt it with the wood.
Castles, yeah.
The swimming pool, that's where we'd go swimming at. Now they got a slide and
water park.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So.
That's when we had the T-ball team. We'd go practice at Kid Springs.
Yeah. When the boys first got into baseball, and
I'm Tigers.
Tigers, Christopher, and hell, man, I've always loved baseball. Even how old's Chris? 22. So 22 years later, I'm still doing it with Stevie.
Yeah.
You know, so love baseball. Shout out Texas Rangers champions. They'll always be champions to me no matter what.
Yeah.
So, you know, what else is out there that we didn't mention?
Let's see.
Montgomery Wards.
Going back to Wynwood.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Country Burger. Somebody brought up Country Burger.
Oh, man, Country Burger. I think we brought it up on that day on the episode, and we're on the way home, and I was thinking Whataburger, and I told Steve, "You want to get Country Burger?" He's like, "Hell yeah!" He goes, "Where's one?" I
So
go,
y'all went all the way over there?
No, I meant Whataburger, but I actually didn't say Country Burger. So he got all happy. He goes, I wish. I go, what's on the way home? He goes, where at? I go, right there in Cedar Hill. And he was like, no. I go, oh shit, I meant Whataburger. He was, kind of burst his bubble. But yeah, what else is out there? A lot of Midways. A lot of people Midway. I passed by there this week, and I forgot what it is, but the car's gone.
The one on Westmoreland?
Yeah, with the car on top. Everybody was talking about that metal car.
Oh, that one done. Clarendon and Hampton.
Clarendon and Hampton.
It's they sell like lawnmowers and stuff.
There you go. Yeah,
it's like a wholesale spot.
Yeah, I got a homeboy. Shout out to Paul. His pops, rest in peace, worked there for like 20 years, I think, right there at Midway.
Okay.
You know, the Chief Auto Parts, like you brought up. You know, let's see what else. Somebody brought up the Bisonettes. You know, Bisonettes. That's a staple of Oak Cliff. You know, if you was dating, we had a few Bisonettes in our family.
The whole Lopez family was Bisonettes.
The whole Lopez family. Yeah, no, that's right. So, you know, you got a Dallas Tortilla Factory.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can't forget. Let's talk restaurants. You know, I brought up Dallas Tortilla. I remember we go every year, you know, menudo, barbacoa, tamales, and there's a few times. Well, one time I think I ran into you there. We didn't even know.
We're like, oh, shit.
It was like 6 a.m. And then I think when we met up there a couple times. But
Gonzalez.
We drive from Midlothian just to eat at Gonzalez.
And they remember Tejano's right there. Yeah.
Tejano's was my favorite because they had the sour cream chicken enchiladas.
We had a waiter there. I mean, Cynthia used to go way back in the day. He never charged us drinks. We always got free drinks for some reason.
Like alcoholic drinks?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And, we leave him, maybe because he'd get a big tip.
Oh, well, there you go.
Maybe that's part of why they went out of business, too. This food was giving too many.
I don't think they went out of business. They sold.
Yeah, they sold.
Man. Yeah. You know, they had them little margaritas. I think they were like $1 for the little margarita, but they were strong. So, you know, what else is out there?
You got Sunset, you got Adamson. You know, at least on the side where we grew up at. You know, I know they talk about like the Oak Cliff Super Bowl. For us, that was Sunset and Adamson. To others, it's Kimball Carter, whatever, you know. But just, I guess, depends on which side you grew up on.
Yeah. Well, we grew up on the right side, on the good side. You know what I mean? That's the best side. That's where we grew up, you know. So, yeah. Sunset, you know. We went to Townview, but that was our home school.
Right.
And, you know, I think, you know, everybody we knew went to Sunset. So, you know, somebody brought up Charcoal Broiler.
Charcoal Broiler.
You know,
the bull.
The bull, yeah. Is it a bull or is it a cow?
It's a bull. I think it has horns.
It has horns?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
All right, so it's a cow with horns.
Yeah. What's a bull? That's what a bull is.
Nah, bull's a bull. That's a cow with horns. Nah, every time I pass by there, because if you know, you know, in the parking lot, they got a painting of a guy on a ladder.
Yeah.
And he's painting Oak Cliff, I think. And every time I pass by there, me and a coworker, you know, we drive through there a lot. The office is close to there. I'm like, damn, that dude still ain't done painting that damn wall.
It was just there, man.
Yeah, so.
Getting paid by the hour.
You know, I don't know if you remember back in the day, Raymond's Barbershop.
Raymond's, yeah.
Right there on Jefferson, man. People be there 4 a.m. standing in line to get a haircut.
The thing with Raymond's is that...
You went there, right?
I used to go there.
Yeah.
And I even got the haircut before I got married was at Raymond, with Raymond. And it's like he was like a pedigree. Like a lot of these guys now, they came out of there. Like they grew up or they started cutting at Raymond's and got their own shops. So a lot of people came out of there.
You know, Peter Piper's, when Peter Piper's popped up, man, everybody was at Peter Piper's. Somebody brought up Showbiz. Shout out, compa. You brought that up. Showbiz, man. You don't remember Showbiz at Redbird Mall?
Oh, Redbird. Oh, talk about Redbird. Have you seen Redbird lately?
It's not Redbird Mall no more, is it? I don't think it's nothing.
They call it Southwest Center, but now there's Parkland, UT Southwest, bunch of apartments. They're putting a Tum Tum over there.
Tum Tum?
Yeah, there's a Starbucks. Damn. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Redbird Mall, it was the spot to go to, man. Yeah. Shit. A lot of parking lot pimping going on over there, man. You know what I mean? I remember at Townview, there was a teacher. He was the business, or I forget what, marketing or something, and he had a store out there at Redbird Mall. And I got in trouble at school one day. We were at Redbird Mall, and I turned around and I hear him, Steven, is that you?
Yeah.
And man, I started walking fast, and he started chasing me and shit. Monday, he caught me at school though the next weekend. But yeah, Redbird Mall.
Yeah.
So we used to hit up that World Foot Locker. Yeah. When remember they had that Shaquille O'Neal shoe, they would shoot crazy.
There was I forgot the record store that was there. There was some music. CDs and stuff like that.
Speaking of that, top 10 records.
Top 10, yeah,
On
they're still there.
Yeah, still. How's it? I don't know how they're hanging on.
Well, people be buying records and stuff now.
Yeah,
They never stop.
But not that many. Levine's.
Levine's, yeah.
Got Levine's right there. You need your Dickies.
Yeah.
You know where to get your Dickies.
I guess we'll just go all the way up down Jefferson right now. They go to Jerry's, Fiesta. So Fiesta used to be something else. It was like a salon like for dances and stuff because I remember Grandma and Grandpa's 50th anniversary party was there.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, some of y'all know.
Yeah.
If that's, drop it in the comments. Is he right?
It's on Jefferson where Fiesta used to be like I forgot what it was before that, but it was a dance hall and that's where Grandma and Grandpa's 50th anniversary was.
I don't remember the actual 50th anniversary, but I know all the pictures.
You see the pictures, yeah.
Yeah, the pictures. You know what I mean?
Stuff, yeah.
So
yeah, that's what it was.
if you know what year that was, let me know. Just put it in the comments so I can figure out how old I was at that Grandma and Grandpa's 50th anniversary.
Yeah, I remember it.
And speaking of family, real quick, I want to shout out, man. I don't know if he wants me to say his name or not, but got a cuz out in San Antonio. He dropped a comment, that, he wished he was down here to make those memories with his family down in Dallas. But if you don't know, we got a lot of family on the San Antonio, San Anto, Austin.
Yeah.
So shout out Lockhart. So shout out to the Polidos, the Noriegas, all our family out there. Salute all our cousins, Tia Mary.
Yeah, everybody. It's just like you guys. It's hard to get out there sometimes.
Yeah, but we got a lot of memories, some stories from out there too. So if y'all come to Tony Jr.'s daughter's quinceañera, maybe we'll have you on and we'll talk about some of those cuz.
We could do a big family reunion podcast.
Hey, there you go. whoever we can fit up in this garage, we're gonna get you up in here, man. We love you.
When is it?
February. I think the second weekend of February.
I'd say we could set it up outside, but it might be cold.
Hey, fuck it. Hey, you got the wood right here. You got the fire pit, right?
The fire pit podcast.
So after party at the quinceañera, JJ just said it at his house with the fire pit. We're gonna go live podcast.
All right, let's do it.
Speaking of that, I was telling we passed through Maybank this weekend, and if you know about Maybank, Loon Bay, we had a lot of stuff out there. But I was telling them, you brought up the haircut before your wedding. I was telling them the story of Danny.
Yeah.
I was telling man, with Danny, you leave with Danny, you may not know when you're coming back, but
I got in trouble one time with that.
I was telling them about it. I think we went out for just a molcajete or something.
No, we went out for fajitas.
We went out for something, and it was supposed to be like a Gilligan's Island, a 1 hour tour. And
we were supposed to get fajitas, and he says, "Oh, let's go pick up my check." So we go pick up his check, and then I don't know. It was probably midnight by the time we got back.
Yeah, so man, hey, shout out Danny, man. We got a lot of family members out there all over. So shout out cuz, we miss you, we love you. We got some good memories of that too. So, but back to it, back to the Oak Cliff, Crown. I don't know, we brought that up, but I don't know if you remember, man. One time I had got into some trouble and I had ran into Crown and you pulled up in the Subaru. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember that or not. And I remember it, and luckily you was there because I booked out with you, or it would have ended up pretty bad. So
I remember that.
Yeah, but another thing that stands out, I don't know if you remember those baseball fields at Mount Creek. Did you see when
that was after I left?
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, because that stands out to me.
Yeah.
And because I played baseball quite a bit. I think up to freshman year. I'm if my knee didn't go bad, I would be in the MLB right now. You know what I'm talking about? But I tripped, fell, twist on a rock, and there went my career. You know what I mean? But baseball brings up a lot of memories. You know, it was crazy because I think we lasted up to 14U and going into college. Everybody went in, started hitting the street. There was not enough kids no more to make another league. So that was crazy. And but baseball, What else we got out there? The YWCA right there in the corner of Hampton. I think Angie or somebody had a quinceañera over there.
Oh, over there.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, what about talking about quinceañeras or about the Rocket?
Oh, the Rocket,
That's Oak Cliff, Cockrell Hills border, I guess.
Me and Unc, we were talking about that. I forgot how it came up. I think on Cuzgiving, and we talked about the Rocket. I forgot one of our family members had a wedding, or
Sabrina had her quinceañera over
or something there. And what was that spot with the movie?
Astro Dragon.
Astro, the
That's Crocker
Astro.
Hill too.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we don't claim Crocker Hill, but it was close enough for us to enjoy.
Border, right,
and then they were the first ones to go wet.
Yeah.
So when they started, when they went wet, we didn't have to cross the river to Industrial no more. And once that happened, a lot of those places on Industrial closed.
The same thing happened when Oak Cliff became wet.
Yeah.
A lot of those places in Crocker Hill closed down.
Yeah, we kept going to Crocker Hill, but we didn't like going to Crocker Hill because everybody knows the cops over there.
Cops, yeah.
You know, everybody knows you're going to Crocker Hill, them cops will get you. So we'd be like, fuck. Do we take our chances and go 2 minutes or actually cross a street?
Yeah.
You know, cross Westmoreland, or do we take the 15-minute trip to Industrial?
Over the bridge. They used to say over the bridge.
Shit, we'd go Industrial. We're like, we can't afford to get pulled over. So.
I used to like going over the bridge though. Like it was like I don't know. I used to tell the boys. That's when Chris and Anthony were little.
Yeah.
And we just go buy some beer and they'd get candy or chips or whatever. So it was kind of fun.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Great memories with the kids buying beer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good one.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, I remember buying beer with the kids. I was all drunk and shit.
The little things. Yeah.
The little things. Let's see. Industrial. What you know about that Sportatorium?
Oh, the Sportatorium.
Oh, shit. Sportatorium, man. You know, that if you look in like wrestling history, man, Sportatorium's there.
A lot of the big guys came out of Dallas. Well, not came out, but they came through.
Stone Cold
did.
The Von Erichs.
Percy Pringle.
Percy Pringle ended up being Undertaker's.
Yeah. And I think, who was the Army guy?
Army guy.
The one that was like, he used to go against
Sergeant Slaughter?
Yes, he came through here too. He was over here.
One of my favorites was Iceman King Parson. Remember him?
Yeah.
But
Junkyard Dog.
Yeah, and we was always there. Well,
yeah.
You know, we would follow him to the...
Yeah, back then, you can go to the ring, and they would sign you autographs or whatever.
No, but we'd follow him to the locker room,
too. When
they'd
be fighting down the audience, going up to the locker room. And
that's when we saw it was fake.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like they were busting their heads against the wall, and then we'd look, and they're just doing their foot. Like, oh, man, they ruined it.
Yeah, I remember going there. And then we used to be on TV. We used to go like Friday night, and they would air it on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's me right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool, man. It was, bringing up a lot of stuff from back then.
You know, we're going to have to put our heads together and figure out what's the best comment, and get that shirt for the winner. You know, there's a lot of them on there, so, we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, we're still reviewing the comments. So coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon.
So what'd you do this week?
This week, man, work. Speaking of Sunset, I worked there on Saturday.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty cool to walk through there, and it's new now.
Yeah, it's all brand new.
I remember they told me, hey, man, come to the front, meet me there. And I was at the front, but the front's now the back, and the back's now the front. Yeah. And so I was like, what the hell? I am at the front. Like, no, the new front. So
I don't even know where the new front is.
On the back side.
Steps?
Huh?
Isn't that where all the steps are?
No.
Oh, shit.
They opened they built like a whole nother building connected to the old building.
I guess I never go that way no more.
It's on the back side.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was there. But now just work, man. Let's see. We had a baby shower for Nene yesterday.
Yeah.
That's how we ended up in Gun Barrel. That was fun. We got my granddaughter coming pretty soon. I think they're going to induce her within the next 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year?
Yeah, well, within the next 2 weeks. So, yeah, it should be. If that's
going to be tax time.
Yeah. Should be. They'll be able to claim them. They're going to need it. So, that's exciting times. Be a grandfather here pretty soon.
Yeah,
and
that's crazy.
First girl in the family.
Yeah.
My immediate family, those that don't know, it's me, JJ, little brother, no sisters.
No sisters.
I've got 4 boys, no daughters. You've got 3 boys, and then finally the last one was a daughter, so.
And I tell my boys sometimes, because she's 12, and she can get her little moods. And I tell the boys all the time, man, I'm glad I didn't have no sister, man, 'cause I don't know.
But a sister would have been good, though, because me and you were the ones vacuuming, making beds, washing dishes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I used to say, where's the last one at the table washes the dishes?
Yeah.
Look at eating. I'm not hungry no more.
Wash dishes. Do a lot of chores back then.
Yeah, but, it'll be cool. It'll be cool having a little girl around there. The boys, they're real excited, who's going to be the favorite uncle. And, what do you want to be called? Theo, uncle, or whatever, so... exciting times coming. First girl around. We'll see how she gets grandpa wrapped around her finger or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, But that's cool. Other than that, man, just work, come home, and I've been getting home late, 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
You know,
damn.
so yeah, eat dinner and watch the news a little bit, Fox
Yeah.
News, see what's going on
Fox
with my
News.
boy Trump.
Yeah.
You know, the Republicans, Trump 2025 coming home, baby.
Yeah.
And catch some sleep, and then I'm back at it 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. So how about you, man? What'd you get into this week?
Same old, same old. Just work too. We've been real busy at work. Parkland, the hospital, couple projects going on. Kind of a little stressful, but um, able to handle it. And got a haircut.
Oh, there you go, haircut. Yeah, I noticed when I got here. If you didn't notice, look at his beard. He's looking
it's all cleaned up.
all clean and looking younger than me.
Ah.
Shit. So speaking of haircuts, man, where do you get your haircut at?
I go to this place in Grand Prairie called I always forget the name, but it's because I book with the guy. His name's Chris, and not called the Parlor, proper barbershop.
You don't even know man. Have a barbershop and your barber is sacred. So.
I know him, and on the app I book with Chris.
Okay.
But it doesn't say the barbershop.
But you go to the place, right?
Yeah, but I just go park and go inside. Say what's up, Chris. But yeah, I go there. I've been seeing him for about 2 years now.
Okay. See, I remember you always experimenting with barbershops.
Well, the
trying
thing
this
is,
spot.
I followed a guy to 3 different barbershops. So it wasn't that I...
The same guy, Chris. Yeah. Okay.
Not him, but another guy.
Okay.
And I liked the way he cut. He did a hot towel and everything. The only problem I had was he got his own shop finally, right? And it was all good. I'll support him, whatever. But he'd be too busy sometimes. Like, we'd be in the middle of a cut, and, hey, I'm going to run across the street, get me a ceviche real quick.
No, hell no.
Oh, bro, Or, you make an appointment. I hate sitting there, right? I hate waiting. Wait. That's why I like making an appointment. But he was always kind of running late. And, he started going up in price. Which, whatever, I'll pay it. But I'm not going to pay that price, and then you're gonna cut out on me in the middle of the appointment.
Yeah.
To go eat a ceviche, or one time he was like, "Hey, bro, I gotta go back to my house to get the towels because I put in the wash." So I'm like, "Bro, like I'm in the chair." Like,
in the middle of you being in the chair.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And his prices are going up like crazy, right? So, and I hated changing, but I was like, I gotta find somebody else. And at that time, I was going to Grand Prairie a lot for my job. So I found this dude, Chris, there. And, I mean, he'll be late every now and then. But the thing with him, he's quick.
Yeah.
Right? So if he's running 15 minutes late or something, he'll still get me out in time.
Damn, so you like a quick cut?
I hate long haircuts. I like to sit down, good conversation, and get out of there.
Man, I'm a little bit different than that. For me, a barber's like a good wife, man. You can't cheat on your barber.
No, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, when I first started getting cut, let's see, I had the same barber, I would say, for like 20 years, man. I think I started going to her, and it's a female, too. A lot of people didn't trust females, but I guarantee she was the best fade in Oak Cliff.
I got cut by her. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Because you weren't a regular. A barber takes a minute to see how you want it.
And with her, she was always late.
Well, let me get to that. So I went to her, badass cut, and it's weird because I started going to her in 7th grade, and then I think I met Myra like I was 20, 21. Come to find out, that's Myra's cousin, my wife. I married her, and that's her close cousin, not just somebody, oh, that's my cousin. She's practiced on Myra's hair before she became a barber, so it was funny. And then back then she wasn't as bad. She was all about the cut, but I don't know if it's because we were family or what. And like you said, we would be, and she was a girl, so other girls walk in and she starts to cackling, you know what I'm saying? You know how y'all girls do, start cackling, and she started running late. I don't know if it's because she knew we were family, and I've known her 20-some years, and then I've married into the family, or she took advantage of it or what. But yeah, she started slacking.
I think part of it maybe the business part, with like same thing with Mike. Once he got his own shop,
Yeah.
That's when he started like
Yeah.
being late and stuff. So
So and then I would say right before COVID, Anthony, my homeboy,
yeah.
the cop. I was looking for a barber. He said, "Man, we've been going over here for a while, and we started going." I remember it was before COVID because when COVID hit, they had to shut down, and he'd cut us at the house. Because hey, COVID or no COVID, we need a fresh cut. You know what I'm saying?
I hated going to people's houses.
But I didn't mind.
I didn't like it.
Why not?
It's just weird. Like the one dude that I was following around,
Yeah.
he was in between shops, and he's like, "Hey man, just come to my apartment or whatever." Which, I did because I liked how he cut, but I just didn't feel comfortable in
Yeah.
there.
But that's different. You just say, "Hey, come to my house and get your cut." During COVID, didn't have no choice.
See, that's different.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So that's
what did
so
I
different.
do during COVID?
And shout out to Legacy Barbershop, Balboa Street, man. My boy Verge, man, he hooks it up. We've been going there for about 4 years, and the boys like it because over at with Day, it was like a salon.
Yeah, salon.
Girls, and then over here is like a real
How much
barbershop.
you pay for your cut?
All right, so we paid. I think we started off with him 20 or 25, 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then I want to say he's gone up twice. And every time he's gone up, he's like, look, real apologetic.
Yeah.
And this is me. I'm like, look, Verge, look, man, I look for an evaluation and a raise every year. You haven't gone up in 2 years that I've been coming to you. I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I come in here and I enjoy, like I was going to say, the boys love it. It's a real barbershop. You got the fellas in the corner playing poker, drinking. You know what I'm saying? And and that's Steve. Every time we go, I'm like, let's see what the barbershop conversation is today, man. And it's crazy sometimes in there. But he went up and I paid $35 now with the cut, the beard, and all that stuff. For the kids, it's 20. You know what I mean? Still 20. So I don't mind paying it. It gives me a quality cut. It's good conversation. I love the atmosphere, and for me, I look at it getting a haircut like therapy, man. I like to sit there, and he takes his time. It takes 30 to 40 minutes, and sometimes at the most he might be 10 minutes late, but it's because his first client was 5 minutes late. Then it stacks up, but I've never waited more than maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I don't mind paying. Barbers, like I said, what do you call it? Times are changing.
Yeah.
And everything's higher now. So hey, the barbershops deserve a raise
too. It's higher. I think depends on the shop too, right? Because like I said, when I was following this guy, one of the places he was at, as a matter of fact, the owner of that shop came out of Raymond's pedigree, right? And this shop was like top notch. Like dudes were professional. He had them wear like a uniform every day except Saturday, and music was always good, right? Conversation always good. Shop clean, whatever. Everybody was respectful. If a female came in with their son,
of course,
the music changed, the conversation changed,
language changed. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So when you get to that type of barbershop, then you're gonna pay more, right?
Yeah.
Then you're gonna get to appointments. You don't have to wait. You sit down. Yeah. They know what kind of cut you want. You don't have to say nothing. Hey, how's it going? Blah blah blah. You talked about cheating on your barber. Maybe a couple months ago, I scheduled with my guy, and somehow he messed up the dates, and we're gonna go to a wedding that night. So like he said, hey bro, I can get you in tomorrow. I said I need a cut today. Because I got a wedding. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up the dates or whatever. So anyways, I was going to be in Oak Cliff that day. And so I went on the app and looked up a couple places and found this guy that I know through a friend of mine. And I was like, well, I'm not going to say the name of the place or nothing, who it is, but I was like, I'll try him out, right? So I booked, got there, and it's a place that I knew of, right? And when I knew of it in the past, it was kind of a nice shop, It was, the dudes that were there were kind of old school type, and so that's what I was expecting. So I walk in, and it's kind of, the seats are run down, I get in there, and it's just, there's a baby. One of the barber's kids was there with the smelly ass diaper and stuff, like whatever. So I go and we're talking, chit chat, whatever, and him and another barber going back and forth. Which,
Arguing?
not arguing, just like
heated conversation.
Not heated, but just talking shit about like your mama this and that, whatever, right?
Well, that's pretty heated in my book.
But it seemed like normal to them.
I got you.
But it was not just like your mama's fat type jokes. It was like going in like your mama. I smelled your mama's this, and it smelled like this, and it's just like, come on, man. It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
And then a female came in with her kid, and the conversation stayed the same. And I was like, damn.
I saw this thing while I was watching the Two Bros, Two Perspective podcast on YouTube, and it came up as Old School Barber.
Yeah.
Old School Mexican Cat. And he says that, he goes, for all you guys that want to get to my level, don't have your barbershop smelling like weed.
No, yeah.
Have your restroom clean. Have your shop clean. He goes, have music that's appropriate for women and children.
Yeah.
Watch your language.
Yeah.
And he goes, these days, you walk in the barber and
because like that, you're not gonna pay $40 to walk in a place like that, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna pay $40 to sit down in a nice chair. Smells good. Music's good.
Well, for me, like I said, the barbershop I go to, you get the guys right there playing poker, drinking, it's getting, and and that's the atmosphere I'm looking for. I'm not looking for that. Serve me a glass of wine, everything's now they keep their shop nice and clean. Don't get me wrong on that, but it's understood that everybody goes in there, we all hood, So, for us, we're not uncomfortable. The kids are tripping out here and what they're talking about, and but it's not like ghetto though. You know what I'm saying? It's just. We all just dudes going. It's like a barbershop in the hood. Is what it is, And like I said, when women or children go in, we definitely change the conversations because we're definitely parental. What was that little thing? Explicit lyric. Yeah. We definitely get into that. But sometimes we go in there and it's completely quiet, and I'm like, damn, where's everybody at? What's going on? Because man, they be playing for some big money in there, man. Yeah. And
there's like where I go. I usually go early, so it's me, the barber, and maybe a couple other people. But this last week I went in a little bit later.
Yeah.
And there's always this one guy that's there, barber. He always got stories, right?
Yeah.
Which that's where you go, right? You go to barbershop, you hear stories. And he told a story about he got fired by Uber. Have you heard that before?
I mean, not really.
Supposedly, this dude was pissing him off, and he dropped him off on the freeway. He's like, nah, you gotta get out, bro. Get out. He kicked him out. And I guess whoever he reported it to, and Uber's like, hey, you can't do that.
I guess that makes sense.
But it's just the way he told his story. And he had a story again about he started a dishwasher, and he didn't know his wife had groceries in there. So it caught on fire.
Well, that's the wife's fault. What the hell you got groceries in the dishwasher? You know what I mean? Yeah. So... But at my barbershop, you're pretty much gonna see the same guys every week. Yeah, it's usual. It's not like
same day.
You looking for a barber, you can't get in where I'm at. They've got their set guys, and you can't get in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's the way it is. You go on Saturday, you're gonna see the same guys on Saturday. You see the same guys on Friday, and somebody new ain't gonna get in. That's for sure. So. But yeah, shout out to all the barbers out there, man.
What part of town you go see your barber? Where's he at?
Right there, probably right up the street from Henderson. Right there behind the 612.
Oh, over there?
Yeah, on Balboa Street. Okay. Right there, yeah, we go right there. So
Edgefield. Yeah. Right off Edgefield.
Yep, right off Edgefield.
Another Oak Cliff staple, Edgefield.
Yep, right behind the 612, man, right there. So, we go there, and Isaiah and Stevie go there, and they enjoy it. You know what I mean? So,
I remember when I was going with the boys, it was me, Chris, Anthony, and Nick. Man, I should drop a lot of money in that barbershop.
Shit, I remember when they moved to that little spot next to by Boyle Fiesta.
Yeah.
What was it called? Tijarinas. And she was charging $40, and I was taking
way back then.
Yeah, because it was like a salon, so I guess her rent was high.
Yeah.
And man, I take all the boys, all 5 of us, $200. Yeah. You know what I mean? And speaking of prices, I remember getting a fade for $7, getting your cut $7.
Yeah.
Then it went up to 10, then 15. Now paying 35. One of our barbers, Leo, rest in peace, my boy Leo. That was Dave's man, and he used to wear a shirt that said, "I fix $7 haircuts."
Shirt,
You know what I'm saying? Leo was wild, man. He was a barber. He'd be cutting your hair and he'd be jamming out doing the cumbia all around you.
I think he cut mine a couple times.
Like dancing and shit. The boy Leo, he was cool, man. Shout out to that boy.
He cut mine a couple
times. Look at
Stevie.
Stevie over there laughing. He used to be like that, right? Then he'll stop and do a little spin and then, he'd be cutting and shit. That boy Leo, he cool as a fan. So, but yeah, but every 2 weeks. I go every 2 weeks. I used to go every week, but now, pay for the kids. I gotta space it out every 2 weeks.
I go about every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks. I gotta keep my sides clean. I ain't got that much hair, but I gotta keep it clean. You gotta feel good, look good.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it there.
That's like you said. It's like therapy.
Yeah.
Or like self-care.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's funny because I was talking to one of the cousins today. Shout out. And she was like, "Man, I was listening to the podcast. It seems like it's therapy for you." I said, "Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. A lot of stuff we talked about on that last episode, I ain't talked about. To nobody. And a lot more stories on that too. We'll divulge into other stories. Can't get up all the stuff because, like I told Stevie, I said, Theo JJ's. I'm sure you got some stories in there too. You know what I mean? Some skip party stories or something.
From back then, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stories. And a lot of pages in the chapters that I skipped. So there's future episodes to come. But I saw in the comments, not to switch it up, but back to the comments, somebody said Tienda Choris.
Oh,
shout out to my boy
Chris.
Chris out in California. Salute, nephew, man. Proud of you, miss you, love you. And
he grew up at Tienda Choris.
Yeah. I remember when y'all opened that store, man, and we'd go over there because y'all were busy, and that was kind of the way that we could visit with y'all.
Right.
Which, it was cool too. Hey, y'all opened a store and stuff, restaurant. And I remember the kids were little. So how do you think the boys, Chris was back then? That'll gauge where I'm looking at my boys.
Let's see. Well, when we started in Garland.
No, not that. Once y'all moved to Oak Cliff. When it was y'all's.
Let's see. The one in Jefferson has been 12 years now, so 15 years ago, Chris was he's 22 now, so 6, 7.
Okay, because I'm just trying to gauge, because Isaiah's a year younger than him, but I remember when y'all opened, we walked in, and Chris and Tony was little, but Chris is like, "Yeah, this is our store." And he walked us to the kitchen, and he's like, make my cousin some fajita. And like, he was running the joint, you know what I mean? Hey, make us some this, make us that. Then we walked to the back, and they had the little games and shit. Chris and the kids are grabbing all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, "Hey, chill. Like, we're still JJ's store." I'm like, "Yeah, but I still got to pay for it." Like I always tell people, "Hey, Theo, I never went in there looking for nothing for free."
Nah, you didn't.
Several times you've hooked me up. You charge me a little this, not that, or just say, "Hey, you got to take it," or the boys got something, and but I never went in there looking for free. And I told the boys, I'm like, "Well, he doesn't get it for free, so why do we expect it for free?" And I think you've said that I've had people that I've known that going, "Hey, you Steven's brother? Hey, can you front me a 12-pack? Can you front me a case?" And JJ's like, "Man, this dude came in," and I said, "Hey, man, that's the dude you ain't gonna get your money back from that dude." I said, "Anybody that goes in there and ain't got money for a 12-pack probably ain't fucking with me right now." You know what I'm saying? So, and that's funny. You working there, and I remember that though. Back to that when the kids just running it, and man, I remember, just going in there and Chris like it was his spot, man.
Him and Tony grew up there.
Telling the ladies that work there, "Make me a taco." You know what I'm saying? So. Tienda Choris, shout out. For me, that's not a staple of Oak Cliff yet. Maybe about 20. Once y'all hit the 20-year mark.
15 years now.
The 20-year mark, like a classic, like a car.
Yeah, I get it.
But now with Chris's generation, that's Oak Cliff to him because he grew up there. But he's still young.
Yeah.
So what reminds him of Oak Cliff don't matter right
It's
now.
like what I said. They say they grew up in Oak Cliff, but we moved to Duncanville during high school. It's like, did you really grow up in Oak Cliff?
Well, he kind of did because he was at Choris.
We lived off 12th Street in Tyler.
Yeah, so maybe him the most. But Nikki and Bea and Tony,
they're from Duncanville.
Yeah, they Deville.
Yeah.
Deville. So, but at the end of Choris, man, then remember you had it with the pool table and all that shit. That was popping right there.
Yeah, it was.
We'd be over there chilling like a motherfucker, playing pool, drinking and shit. So. Man, at the end of Choris, not yet, Chris. In about 5 more years, we'll
be staple.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that. Then we can put the end of Choris in there. But But it's getting there, man. You know, I know all my homeboys, they hit it up, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy B.I.G. You know, he always go in there and eat. You know what I'm
He
saying?
used to go up there a lot, but he moved out he moved away from it.
Yeah, he moved out. He moved out of Oak Cliff too. But you know, I ran into him a couple months ago. We're going to Gonzalez, and him and his wife were walking out of Gonzalez. But yeah, he was always at Choli's too.
I haven't been to the new Gonzalez yet.
It's nicer.
Yeah.
But I think it's smaller. You know, they got a big bar area, but you know, for me, Gonzalez, I love Gonzalez, man. Yeah. You know, that's the spot right there. You know, the best tortillas.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a little spot we used to right there by the old Blockbuster on Jefferson Davis called Morelia's.
Yeah.
That place is pretty good too.
That's good right there too.
Yeah, we used to go to Morelia's too.
But I never liked a place that a lot of people talk about or like was Calle 12. I never liked.
Nah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. I'm with you on that. It's expensive, but I've only eaten there a couple times, maybe two or three.
I just never saw what it was. Right. Yeah. The few times that I've been there, like, you know, I guess it's more people that don't live around there go.
Yeah.
Kind of like Bishop Arts.
So just to say, we went to the Cali Dolce.
One thing that nobody mentioned was Bishop Arts. And I want to say because the people that are from Oak Cliff don't really go there, right?
Well, it hasn't been around that long, has it?
But people that don't live around there, that's all they talk about.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, Bishop Arts. Now, I did frequent it a few times because they had that Lockhart's barbecue.
Yeah.
And, you know, Grandpa grew up in Lockhart.
Right.
So when they opened up, we, you know.
But now that we don't live over there,
I mean,
we kind of go every now and then.
I don't.
Like when me and Cynthia go for a drink or a date, real quick date or something, we'll go to what's the place called? The Mexican restaurant. Gloria's.
But that's not Bishop Arts. That's across the street from Bishop Arts.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Bishop Arts is that little square.
See, people try to do that, right? Like, let's say a couple businesses that are in my block. They were like, hashtag Bishop Arts. Like, fool, you ain't Bishop Arts.
Hey, that's a funny story. Yeah. So, you know, on Singleton, where they opened up all those restaurants, I think it's got that big Italian restaurant. Yeah. It's Singleton, West Dallas.
What they call that?
Hold on. Let me get to it. Check this out. So, over the bridge is Uptown. So, one day, me, Myra, shout out to my boy Corrupt and his girl, we went out there. And we're eating at, Myra wanted, what's that dip that the Indians eat?
Hummus.
Hummus, not pumas. He talking about pumas, but hey, I'm not talking about that. That's not what I'm talking about. The food they eat, not the other stuff they eat. The food said pumas, hummus.
I said hummus.
And so we went to this Indian spot, right? And I'm like, you know, me and my boy, we there just to drink, and the girls are doing, and you know, shout out the waiter was gay. Shout out to LGBTQ elemental P's, babe. We ain't got nothing against y'all, but he was real flamboyant and shit. And I get a Crown and Coke. No, I got a Hennessy and Coke, and he comes and it's like $18.
Yeah.
Little cup, and I said, "Say, man, $18. What the fuck? I could buy me a little fucking fifth or something." He says, "Well," he just like that. I'm doing the He goes, "Well, sir, you are in Uptown," and I go, "Uptown." I go, dude, do you know where you're at? I said, you're in West Dallas. You got Buddy's gun store right here on the corner. You got a pawn shop and a liquor store right here. I said, you ain't in Uptown, man. Across the bridge, you're in Uptown. I said, but you're in West Dallas, homeboy. And he's like, so do you want it or not? You know, I'm like, motherfucker, get my damn drink. This is the only one I'm getting.
But they call it Trinity Groves.
Yeah. Well, he was calling it Uptown. He said, you're in Uptown.
Far away from Uptown.
It ain't no Trinity Groves neither, man. You know what I'm saying? The only Grove I know is Pleasant Grove. You know, that's West Dallas, man. You're on Singleton before you get to downtown. That's West Dallas, man.
Well, you know, it's a Trinity Grove.
Yeah,
you got the bridge, what's it called? Whatever bridge it's called and stuff.
Shit, you don't even know the name. That's how important it is to us. But that fool was like, sir, you are in Uptown. I'm like, man, go on. Margaret Hunt Bridge. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's funny you brought that up because, like you said, no, you're not. You can advertise it and you're going to charge it up. But basically, he was like, okay, whatever you say, man, you going to pay for it or not?
I'm like, man, this isn't Bishop Arts. Why are you hashtagging Bishop Arts? Like,
but I don't see nothing, I mean, in Bishop Arts, nothing there attracts me to go there. I mean, what's good in Bishop Arts? Well, we used to hit a Vito's, Italian.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, no, it's been gone for years because shout out to Stevie on the fettuccine. That boy loves him some.
But we don't have a spot that we go.
But not
like I said, we'll go to Gloria's, and a couple times we just walk through there, right? see the shops or whatever. But to eat, food's not that
But
great.
like to walk through there, what's there to make me want to walk through there?
Shops.
What kind of shops? Smoke shops?
No, they got like there's a cigar shop. It's
Okay,
pretty cool.
okay. Maybe I
Incense.
want to visit. That's why I'm
There's
asking.
like an incense shop.
Incense.
Yeah, like you want to bless the house and stuff, or has candles, good smelling candles. Vintage stores, record shop.
That's where the two perspective comes because none of that shit sounds tempting for me to go walking on a Saturday.
A pies.
Nah, if I want ice cream, man, shout out to Midlow Scoops, man. Midlow got the best ice cream, man. They got an ice cream shop.
It's like a date night spot, right?
Okay.
So we've been doing that, trying to do that as much as we can. So,
that's cool though. That's cool shit. No matter where y'all go, that's good stuff to do that.
So we'll go do Gloria's, and then once. I forgot it was my birthday or I don't remember, but she's like, we're going to go to Gloria's. I said, all right. But we ended up walking through Bishop Arts and hit like a few bars.
Okay.
And then went
But
back.
the thing about Bishop Arts District, man, is that it's like what? Maybe a 4-block radius type thing?
Yeah, but there's like bar after bar.
No, I know, but what I'm getting at is around that 4-block radius that's this fancy Bishop District is the hood. You know what I mean?
Kind of, but that's where it's gentrifying.
Gentrifying, yeah, that for sure is gentrifying. But I know back in the day when they opened it, there was a lot of muggings, a lot of robberies, because you open it right in the middle of Hamburger Land. You know,
because
what I mean?
you down the street, it's all new apartments that one bedroom's like $1,500 a month.
Now let me ask you this: you brought that up. Right there on Fort Worth Avenue, down Commerce, they're opening up all these expensive condos.
Yeah.
Now, I always say like, man, well, maybe because they don't know, we know. Is I'm like, they're probably paying $3,000 a month for that condo. There's no way I would pay for a $3,000 a month condo in the middle of Fort Worth Avenue. You know what I mean?
But it's not Fort Worth Avenue no more. It's not like that, like it used to be.
It still is. On Fort Worth Avenue, where they built the ones right there by Big Lots, you still got that old, messed up, used to be an old folks home. I don't even know what it looks like, a project building now.
And then down Plymouth is still Plymouth, right? But
you still got those paid by the week car lots all up and down. Speaking of that, I went to Santos Radiator not too long ago. Shout out Santos Radiator. And they actually wanted to tear that place down. But he said that they're historical.
Yeah.
And they had some badass pictures, but he said they're wanting to go away with all the fucking places right there.
The thing with the body shops and the tire shops, unless they were there certain years, they can't get rezoned.
Yeah.
So if somebody else was to buy it and get a new certificate of occupancy or a new business, they would deny it.
I got you.
But if the same owners are still there, like Santos and whatever other tire shops are there, they can keep going. But once they change the name or the owners, they can't do it no more.
I got you.
Because it's zoned as something different, but they're grandfathered in.
But it's almost like Oak Cliffs going back to what it used to be. Because I remember I worked at Drive Time. This was years ago, probably before Isaiah was born, 21 years ago. So, and I had to. Okay, I failed a drug test. I'll just put it out there. And instead of firing me, they said, okay, we want you to go to this drug counselor. They didn't want to fire me, but you got to complete this progress. And the therapist I went to was actually part of the Oak Cliff Historical Society.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. And, man, he had all these old yearbooks from back in the day, and it was all white. He showed me Sunsets, senior, I don't remember what year it was. It was all white guys.
Yeah.
The basketball team was the Larry Bird type with the little shorts, and
Kimbo was too. Kimbo's all white.
And shout out to my boy Thomas, Sheffield Plumbing out of Oak Cliff. That's my boy. His dad actually had the shop back then, and he showed me a picture of Sheffield Plumbing.
Same place?
No, it was actually, where that little church is at next to Sunset, whatever it is, the spot, and one of those storefronts right there. And I was like, oh shit, his son is running that place. My boy Thomas. So, and I think right there on Crocker Hill by the Walmart, but on where Davis turns into Crocker. What is that? Is that Crocker Hill? No, it's Davis, and I don't remember. I think it is Crocker Hill.
Chalk Hill?
Chalk Hill, there you go. All those apartments. Yeah. He showed me pictures of that, and there used to be a ranch, with horses.
There was all fields back in the day. I remember Chalk Hill, used to be like supposedly there were devil worshippers down there, and because it was all big grass and stuff like that.
I remember there was a little story. I didn't know what the story was, but I remember Chalk Hill was like car crashes and shit.
If you drive down Chalk Hill, there was nothing.
There used to be like a dead end, right? Like those.
Or you get to 30, or I don't know. Yeah, I think you couldn't get to 30 from.
No, it would be blocked off. You could. Yeah. They had a road, but it was blocked off.
Yeah, now there's Lowe's and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But back then, just go for a drive, like just to get scared or something, because there was no lights or nothing in there, no lights or anything. It was just big grass, and like, oh, there's devil worshippers down there or whatever.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just tripped out. So it seems like Oak Cliff's kind of just trying to go back to what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think just all those people are moving back. Investing their money into it
because it's expensive out there.
Yeah, we moved about, I guess, 8 years now, right? So the last year we were there, I think our home taxes were like $1,100, right? And my in-laws lived across the street from where we moved from, and the year afterwards, it jumped up to $4,000 a year for the taxes. Yeah,
that's why I would say if you buy a house in Oak Cliff, you can go out to.
It's good for as far as if you have a house there, if you want to sell it, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to stay, I mean, you can pay a lot of homeowners tax on that stuff.
Yeah. Well, the houses are fucking skyrocketed too. Yeah. You can go out. For example, me, I like to be out quiet. So we moved out to Midlothian. You can buy the same thing, but
not anymore.
Not anymore. But Midlothian's growing too. It ain't what it was when we moved in there.
Everybody's moving out.
Yeah.
To the outskirts.
Well, not only that, but not to get into that, but it's all this fucking open border and all these fucking people coming into our country. But we ain't gonna get into that because I can go for 24 hours on that shit. But it's got a lot to do with that because when I see the Walmart, I ain't seen. I'm seeing people that ain't from here. So
everybody's just moving out, regardless of they're getting out of the city. One reason we moved was where we lived. The kids couldn't play outside.
Yeah.
We had the house, and we were 12th Street in Jefferson, and couldn't play. There's too many cars, too much traffic, and if we didn't have the store in Oak Cliff, I probably wouldn't go out there too much.
Yeah, we don't go out there too much
just because it's congested and
traffic. Like I said, I worked at Sunset this weekend. I'm trying to make it through Hampton. I'm like, fuck, man, so many people. Then they drive all crazy and shit. I'm like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with this every day.
Yeah. But I mean, everywhere's getting congested around here now.
Yeah, so Oak Cliff is definitely gentrifying right there down Jefferson. Gonzales, there's all kinds of new shops. Not what do you call it, panaderias.
There's a few still.
But now there's like cake shops and cupcake shops and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool to see.
No, yeah, for sure.
But is it for the locals?
Nah.
Not so much.
But they're not worried about the locals at this point. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, having a business out there, sometimes the locals won't support. Not that they won't support, but there's not enough local traffic. So they are catering to the people visiting. Yeah. And that's why they do hashtag Bishop Arts and all that, because people are going to Bishop Arts. And they're not Bishop Arts, but they're trying to get that traffic.
Yeah. All the people all the new people moving into them condos and stuff.
Or people visiting, hashtag Bishop Arts or whatever, and they get, when people are looking for stuff online or whatever, they pop up too.
I got you.
So that's what it is.
I got you. So I don't frequent Bishop Arts at all. Actually, not just a little bit, but at all.
We've gone just like I said for a little day night or whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But nah, man. Like I said, it's just going back to what it was, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Bring new money, new place. Yeah. Make Oak Cliff great again. You know what I mean?
Oak Cliff great. That'd be a good T-shirt.
Yeah, make Oak Cliff great again. But I don't represent Oak Cliff no more. You know what I'm saying? I love where I'm from and all that, but I ain't walking around with no Oak Cliff gear and all that stuff.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got it at St. Chris. T-shirt, Oak Cliff T-shirt or something.
Just that's cool. If I was out of town, something like that. But that shirt there, represents more. You know, it's a different representation for me to where than if you were
what
to
it is
wear.
now. Right.
Yeah, they look at you, they probably say, "Oh, this guy's representing Bishop Arts District." Not wearing this, oh, this motherfucker repping.
They're like, oh, I've been to Gonzales, I've been to Glorious.
I've been to Cali Dolce.
Yeah.
You know, the Cali Dolce.
Ranchito for the mariachis.
Yeah, so, you know, now I wear it, they're like, oh, this motherfucker from Oak Cliff, somewhere from Fort Worth might try to shoot me, you know, because it just, for me, it represents something different.
Right.
Even though it doesn't, you know, that's what it looks like.
Right,
So,
I get it. I know what you mean.
yeah, so, but now, like we talked about in the beginning, we're gonna have to look through those comments because a lot of those places are good places that I frequented. You know what I mean? And somebody brought up the five and dime. Do you remember that?
That's old. Who did that? Who brought that up?
He's an old guy. He knows who he is.
That was there was one on Jefferson, right? Maybe down the street from our store. It was like on Jefferson and Polk or Jefferson and Tyler.
It kind of was catty corner, kind of facing that angle. Yeah, I remember that.
I remember either there was a cherry in the sign or the O looked like a cherry or something. That's all I can remember. But one thing that just made me think about Eckert's.
Oh, shit.
Drugstore, yeah. Because there was one right down the street from there, too.
Yep. Damn. Yeah, I forgot about fucking Eckert's. Yeah, that was a cool place.
Yeah.
But yeah, like now it's attracting different people. You know what I mean? I mean, you ain't getting the same crowd over there, but
it's good and bad. If you go there a lot, like, you know, we're there a lot, so it helps, you know, a whole different type of customer for us, you know.
And they redid your storefront too, right?
Yeah.
Just to make it look more modern, I guess, to kind of fit in with the.
Yeah.
You know, are they trying to do anything with your store? Are they trying to move y'all out for anything, or?
No, I mean we have good business owners, but the thing, like I said, with the taxes, the rent goes up. So, you know, we'll see how that goes when it's time to renew the lease or whatever. Yeah. But you know.
And do y'all have a mix of the locals and the new people coming in? Or,
yeah, we do. Yeah.
So y'all stay pretty.
So we got to
busy.
change up like the beer we sell or the wine. We still cater to the everyday dudes that come in for the natural light and the
Swisher Sweets,
Swishers and the Irish Rose, and you know, we had a old school dude that used to come in and full name French Fry.
French Fry.
Bea did a little TikTok a little bit while she was there, and this dude she was like, you know, ask him who he was. I wish I would see him, but I make him do a Two Bros Perspective commercial for us. But he hasn't come in a while. He was older. I don't know. Hopefully he's not sick or something. But I remember Bea interviewed him one time, and she's like, "What's your name and where you from?" He's like, "My name is." I forgot. No, they call me French Fry. I'm from South Dallas, Bon Ton, saying all this. Like, oh shit. His daughter was in the background. She's like, hey, slow down, bro. Like, you know, it ain't that kind of interview. You know?
That's funny.
Because he said, I am a South Dallas I forgot the name of the gang he was talking about.
He was black.
Yeah.
Probably Blood or Crip.
And his daughter was like, hey, you know, it's 12-year-old girl, he can hear all that, you know. But I wish he would come around. I'd make him do a commercial for us. Yeah, because he's like real lively, and you know he just talks, and you know he's slobbering all over the place when he's talking with everybody. He come in and get some cigars and Still Reserve.
Yeah,
like 211. Yeah.
That's funny. I remember when all that shit with the what was his name, George Floyd.
Yeah.
You remember that that fentanyl Floyd riots?
Yeah.
You know, it got kind of scary for you guys. I remember you know.
Well, they were coming down. The protesters were coming down over the bridge, and they were talking about coming through down Jefferson.
Yeah, I remember you hit me up.
So I was like, damn, we just got our windows put in, and I don't know what. I'm like, shit. But you know, it was peaceful. I think I was just worried because of what was going on everywhere else, right?
Well, I remember you told me about it. You know, y'all were getting kind of worried if it was going to come your way. And, you know, I told my, let's pull out the straps, man. Let's go help JJ defend Chodi's, man. And shit, I would have too. That one out there.
But I think with us, partly because we're from there, you know, I think we get looked out. You know, people look out for us a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so appreciate that, you know, and I think part of me and Cynthia are both from there, you know, around the corner. and that helps.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of things, a lot of stuff at Chodi's that go by there. I don't go by there as much no more because we ain't around. But
I remember they filmed 2 TV shows there. The New Dallas show and Queen of the South were filmed there. They did a couple
damn.
episodes, and one of your boys, I won't say his name, but he went away for a little bit, and when he came back, he came by the store and he's like, "Hey man, when I was in there, they showed the show Queen of the South,
Yeah.
and like a few people jumped out, like, "Hey, that's the spot right there. We get the sweets from there." This and that. So that was cool.
Well, that was a spot. You go to Chodi's, you get everything you want, and you can get 6 tacos.
Yeah.
Get you some beer, get your swishers, get
Yeah.
a bong,
Yeah.
get a scale, get some baggies to sell the shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a one-stop shop.
Yeah. And I don't want to spread no rumors. Back in the day, supposedly you were able to buy it with food stamps.
Well, I didn't want to put that out there.
I don't know how true that is or not, but
Yeah, I didn't want to put that out there, but that was part of it. Was shit. You could go buy. Well, from rumor has it, allegedly.
That's what I heard.
Allegedly, you could get all that I just named and pay with food stamps. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We hit the apartments by Wynwood by $100. Worth of food stamps for 50, and then go to Chodi's and run that motherfucking thing up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, all my partners, all my boys from the hood, they was always hitting up Chodi's.
Yeah.
I remember we shut it down to watch that fight.
Yeah, we used to show the fights there too.
Remember that? I went once. I think it was the first time you did it. That was pretty badass.
Yeah.
You had that buffet.
Yeah.
And we were buying the beer from the store and
go next door.
Yeah, we're just watching it right there.
Yeah.
So, hey, Chris.
Even before we had the restaurant.
In 5 more years.
Before we had the restaurant, I had a TV just on the store side, and now people pull up chairs. We watch the fight there too. Yeah.
Just regular.
Yeah.
Not like shutting it down. So.
Nah.
Yeah, and then you could buy the beer at the store and walk through the door and be at the restaurant drinking and eating and shit. Yeah. So in 5 more years, it'll definitely be a staple, man. Y'all hang in there.
20 years.
Yeah, just like a car. 20 years, y'all gonna be a classic. Yeah. So for real, y'all been hanging in there a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Local support, like you said. So
yeah, we look out for the local people around there. You know? And I think you sent me a video or something about the kids, or it was, I don't know if it was Cynthia or you. I don't know if I sent it to you, but it was owning the corner stores. The kids come in for candy, and eventually they're buying Swishers.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
I think that was Cynthia or sent me that or somebody. And it's true.
Yeah.
There's people that they were coming in as little kids. We've been there 12 years.
Yeah.
And now they're buying Swishers and beer.
That's
kids.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sentimental, man. Watching the kids grow up from candy to Swishers, man. That's adorable.
It's the little things.
Yeah, the little things in life that make you smile, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
This episode's gonna be called "The Little Things."
There you go, the little things in life.
Yeah.
So there you go, and so next week, you said you're not gonna be in town for our next episode.
No, we'll be in Cali.
In Cali, leaving Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
So we may try to do something.
I'm gonna try.
Remote.
We'll see what we can do. Maybe a phone call episode with Chris, maybe.
Yeah, something. We'll figure it out. Somebody told me, man, I haven't been able to listen to y'all. It's like y'all dropping and dropping.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we're trying to stay consistent. Stay on y'all's brain, stay in your mind, because if you go too long, then
try to do it once a week. The way it's been working, we'll record on Sunday, drop it on Thursday with a couple little shorts or TikToks in between. So we'll see. Maybe we can do a TikTok or something separate and combine the videos or something like that.
Well, I know most of my people don't even have TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't have it until before this.
I still ain't got it.
Yeah,
I just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
I like YouTube. I do YouTube most of the time.
Yeah, we're up to 51 subscribers. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I got the analytics.
The analytics. We got any women watching us?
Still zero somehow.
There's something wrong with that, because Myra watches it. I know female cousins are watching it.
But maybe her profile isn't set up to that extent.
I don't know. We'll see.
Because Cynthia she's on YouTube also, but she don't watch YouTube.
Yeah.
So I think maybe her profile isn't set up as female, birthday.
Oh, I got you.
So right now, the subscribers 18 to 24 went up, right? We were at the 25 through 40 or something.
So that's a
we're
good
still
thing.
At that.
that a good thing?
That's our basis is like 25 to 40, but our 18 to 24 went up, right? We're at 2.5 thousand views on YouTube.
That's pretty good.
I forgot to check the TikTok. We're over 50 subscribers. Okay. Um, so everybody needs to subscribe. You know, how do we have 2.5 thousand views but only 50 subscribers?
Support. If you don't know how, a couple people say, "How do I subscribe?" There's a button that says subscribe. Yeah. Push it.
Even on the videos at the end, there's a subscribe logo thing that Tony made for us. So
really?
Subscribe. And you know, when you watch YouTube,
that's one thing Stevie brought up, to start putting what we have. So
yeah. So even you know, when you watch YouTube videos, that's why they say hit the subscribe, like, comment, share, because it makes more people see us. Yeah. Now that you know, you can see analytics of it. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So share it and tell everybody. You know, subscribe. You know, our cuz from San Antonio, Adam. I'll say his name. I'll put him out there.
Damn, he done said it, Adam.
I'm gonna put him out there. Adam, tell everybody out there and subscribe. You know, and maybe if y'all come down or end up we go out there for a reason, we'll do a show in San Antonio.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you were talking about you and Joseph, so send us the people. We'll send you our people, cuz. Let's go. Let's make it happen, you know.
Maybe we'll do a collab episode, brothers, you know.
There you go. Hey, I was trying to keep your name out of it, but hey,
I'm
trying
to put it out there, you know. You know.
Hey, but we got a lot of family showing love, but I know there's a lot of family out there that I done pass it to. I know y'all not subscribing. I know y'all not dropping the comments. Drop the comments, man. Yeah.
Just say something. Hey guys, what's up? You know, or
that's what I tell people.
The main thing is subscribe.
I tell them drop a fire emoji or something. Just put something. I'm texting other kids. Hey, I haven't seen you drop a comment yet, man. You know.
The main thing is subscribe. Like the videos, and it'll generate more. Show up on other people's stuff.
You know what? Also, family out there, you know. Tell us how you remember us.
Yeah.
You know, are we what you remember? You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, and you know, tell us what you remember about that. You know, people that are not related. Who do you relate to more, JJ or Steven?
True.
If you got a brother, are you more like JJ or are you more like me? You know what I mean? So we like to hear that stuff.
Yeah, like, you know, even today, the different barbershops that we go to.
You know, he jumped from barbershop to barbershop.
I didn't jump for follow the dude. I didn't jump from barbershop to barbershop. He moved.
Well, I remember you saying, man, I went to this place over here and they messed me up, and I went to this place.
It was in between finding my new guy, Chris. It was in between that.
Yeah. So all this time, you were just, how do you say, when you're dating somebody, then you finally find the one?
Found the one.
Going through all the wrongs before you found the right?
Yeah. That's what happened with the barbers.
Shit, that's funny.
Just the dude, he went way up. And he was not consistent.
Yeah. Shout out your barber too. If you want to shout out your barber,
shout out barber. My barber Chris.
Yeah, you think you got the best barber? My boy Virgil. I call him VSH. Yeah. Virgil Scissorhands.
From where? What's the barbershop called?
Legacy Barbershop, Balboa and Oak Cliff. You can try to get in, but you may not, because that fool's.
I go see Chris at Proper Barber in Grand Prairie.
Yeah, so when my barber's booked, because you can't get in, go holler at Chris.
Yeah, see. Yeah.
They'll get in?
Probably.
Okay, that speaks volumes then. A barber that's got openings. I was wondering, that was a trick question. I was wondering what you was going to say, because you ain't getting my barber. You ain't.
You can get it with Chris. Yeah, Chris got some openings.
Chris got plenty of openings. I'm playing Chris. Yeah. Shout out Chris, man.
I told him about the podcast on Friday, too.
Yeah, there you go.
About it,
yeah. Man, I need to spread it around the barbershop.
Yeah.
I didn't spread it to him because Virgil kind of a churchgoer. He still got hood in him. You know, but he kind of a churchgoer, so I'm sure he may not be attracted to all the cussing that I made. That's what I'm trying to.
That much.
I'm trying to. I've come down a lot.
I don't cuss that much.
Well, I do. You don't, but you know.
No, but I'm saying during our talks.
Oh no,
not a lot of cussing.
No. So you know, I need to spread it some more, but no, yeah. Shout out your barber. You think your barber got it? You know what I'm saying, or you know,
where if you remember Raymond's bar, if you went to Raymond's, shout out on that. You know,
where you getting your cut at? What city?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's a topic of discussion with the fellas. You know, like, hey, a lot of times it's like, hey, where you get your hair cut at? You know?
Hey, shout out, you brought up Adam. You know, funny story about barber, because he may have cut his hair. He cut something. You drop it in the comments what you cut. It was your beard or your hair. I can't remember last time I saw you, cuz. But I remember.
Hey, you know what? We can shout out Adam because he comments all the time.
Yeah, but it doesn't show his name. But we're gonna shout you out, Adam, because you show support. But I remember a couple years ago, either he came down or I was working in San Antonio. Actually, I was working in San Antonio doing a job in downtown, and I hit him up, and man, he's like, "Yeah, come by the crib, dude. Come by." And but Tia Mary made some food and shit, and I remember Adam, man. I don't know how we brought it up, but the way he talks, he's real funny.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, dude, I went to go get this job, cuz, and they wanted me to cut my fucking hair, dude. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'm not cutting my fucking hair for nobody."
Quick story about Adam. Like, when he came down the last time, and he was complaining about Walmart and stuff. And I was like, well, where'd you... Because he said, it's down the street from my hotel, Like, well, where are you staying at? The fool said Lancaster. Like, bro, how you gonna take Aunt Mary to stay in Lancaster, bro?
Hey, that boy Adam, he a trip, man. He wild, man. You know, hey, shout out. And what's funny is he's older than me, so as a kid, we didn't hang out much.
Yeah.
And I think on Grandpa's funeral, he came, and I was older, had my own car, and he was looking for some supplies down here in Dallas, and luckily I had some supplies that he was looking for, and we bonded, we bonded, and we've been close since then. I worked out San Antonio. I reached out to him, and we text, and unfortunately, we've seen a lot of each other because of funerals, lately. But Adam, he cool as a motherfucker, man. But that shit was funny. Yeah, cuz I ain't cutting my hair for nobody, dude. He go, you know how much I spend on the chemicals for my hair, man? Shout out Per Plus. I don't know. Shout out, drop your shampoo provider, man. My boy Adam, he love that hair, man. I love that boy, man. He cool as a fan, man. Love you, cuz.
So we're gonna skip a week for that, and we'll try to do some.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're gonna keep dropping on your head so y'all don't forget about us. And other than that, man, I think it was a good episode. A lot of people are listening and drop in the comments. Are they too long? I had a couple that said, man, I didn't get to finish it. I had to pick it back up. But I don't know. I like the hour mark.
A couple people said it flowed. I didn't know it was that long. At the end.
Well, I think it's mostly like maybe listening on the way home.
Yeah.
And then not finishing it, and then maybe picking it up. So, shout it out. Is an hour good? 30 minutes good? But, we get to chopping it up. And like my cousin said, it's like therapy, and we just get going. So, other than that, JJ, man, I think it's another great episode. Another Sunday was a long week. Everybody's starting the week tomorrow, and wish you a good week. And if I don't see you by time, I'll talk to you. We talk every day. But y'all have a safe trip. I'm going to try to have little nephew a shirt before y'all leave.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know Myra's real busy with work, and we got a lot of... the holidays are busy. They work a lot of hours. So if not, you said somebody that makes shirts,
maybe to make one real quick.
I'll go half on you. We send it to little nephew. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, this Steven coming at you. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
And Merry Christmas. If we don't get it with y'all before then, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Salute.
See ya.